Where's everybody? How did I start my chat? And I wasn't even ready. I was not even ready with my song. Y'all know what song I'm talking about. Where's everybody? I didn't even bring my phone. Well, let's get the song started. Y'all ready? Uh-oh. That's an ad. We don't want to hear an ad. I know I'm slow today. I am slow. I don't even have my song ready. Hi, C ready? All right, y'all ready for it now? Are you ready? Listen. What time is it? Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter. There we go. Finally, I was not on the ball. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. See ready first. See ready first. All right. We'll hurry and turn that one off. Since I was already super slow on the delivery. Hi, Nick Hill. How are you? I'm doing good. What did Nick Hill say? How's everything at your place? Stay safe. Yeah. A lot better than a lot of places in the world, right? A lot better. It's a lot better here. I mean, and I assume you're asking about the COVIDs and the stuff because you said stay safe. And here in the US, I mean, we're still number one on the most cases, the most deaths, and all that. Like by far. Like I know even in my heartland, that's what I should start calling my heartland, India. You know, that it's been like ravaged over there in that area. But still, like in deaths, we are still 3 times the amount of deaths even in there. Even though it being ravaged there, and it was still 3 at like almost 600,000 deaths from COVID. I mean, it's slowing down. Vaccines are getting out. Vaccines are people, but I still that makes me mad. Y'all don't want me to get in that. Hi, Fanic Deepak. I am also enjoying your song. Thank you, C Ready. I request a song. Please make sure to react. Hoping everything turns normal. India, the crisis is at its peak. Yes, me too. Is right. Joshua Stark's here. It's really sad to hear. People have suffered a lot. It's true. It's true. And now, you know, I watch Mortal Kombat. It's a Taurus. Oh, don't get me started. Don't get me started on Mortal Kombat. I don't like this COVID situation. Let me talk about this COVID stuff real quick because I know over there and I hope because he was getting tested last week. I hope he comes and lets me know. Remember when these live chats used to be about Marvel and Disney? Now it's about politics in India. Men, we are all desire to bring in the India men. We all desire to bring you the India men. Look, what are you talking about? Just Marvel and Disney. H-Force just mentioned Mortal Kombat. And Richard Roshan, he got COVID. See ready. They're doing good. They're at school. But wait, first, what do y'all want to talk about? The Mortal Kombat? Because listen, A-Tours, I got thoughts on that one. But I also wanted to, maybe I should wait for T just to get here to talk about the COVID because he took the test last week and I want to know what happened. I want to know how he's doing. So privileged and humble for assistance we are getting in the U.S. and other nations. I'm glad they're sending it. We don't talk about Mortal Kombat. That film was a weed dream on hope all your health. Be careful. Listen, I've gotten into some fights with people, like even disagreements with my best friend Tessa because she loved Mortal Kombat. I was like, how can you even love this? I thought it was the worst thing ever. I thought it was terrible. Like, and I'm not even a gamer fan. Y'all know this. I didn't like I played the Mortal Kombat game. I remember how graphic it was. They would kill people and pull their spines out and blood squirting everywhere. So I was like, and I love me some fighting movies. I love me some fight movies, some action. I love a good fighting like scenes. I'm one of those screaming when they have some good fighting scenes, like screaming at the TV. I'm like, what? I'll go crazy. This one, I was like, for a movie that's supposed to be about like the best fighting video game ever, the fighting was so lame. You didn't even get into good fight right now. See, I got this on my mind, the Mortal Kombat. You don't even get into good fight in the Mortal Kombat till it's like over halfway through. And I was arguing with some people that, how did you miss the awesome Sub-Zero Scorpion at the very beginning? I was like, you call that a fighting scene? That was so short and weak. And then when they finally got to good fighting with like the CGI effects and stuff, it was too short. Like it wasn't even that good. I was disappointed. I was mad. You know why I was so mad? Because like you ever seen Into the Badlands? If you haven't, oh my God, check it out. I had to go watch right after watching Mortal Kombat, to go watch Into the Badlands just because I was like in the mood to see some fighting movies. And Into the Badlands has the best like fighting scenes, martial art, like they choreograph the fighting scenes. It's amazing. And I even said it pisses on this little Mortal Kombat fighting movie. Anyway, that's my thoughts on it. I get that out the way. My rant on the Mortal Kombat movie over. Shanghai is going to be better. Oh yeah, Shanghai's trailer was better than the whole movie of Mortal Kombat. So we got the Mortal Kombat out the way because I had some thoughts. Now let me see what else. What else we were talking about? Hrithik Roshan got COVID. No way. I didn't even know this from my boyfriend. Hope your health is. I am. Perry's here. Hey, Perry. I took the test and got vaccine. I got grounded for doing it because parents back, but I did it anyway. Parents, you could take the vaccine. Are you 18 yet? Like they let you take it without like a parent's consent if you're under 18? You like Sonic though, right? Sonic the movie? Yeah. I liked it. Hi, Pranav. When did this COVID situation decrease? I don't like this time. Like the time I come live. Hello, ma'am. Please, Bollywood actress Dia Barari song reaction. Oh, speaking of great fight scenes, there's a movie quadrilogy about the life of Bruce Lee, masters some of the best martial arts scenes of all time. It's called IP Man. Shanghai looks like karate version of Doctor Strange. Kinda. Yep, IP Man. I love those movies, Pranav said. Oh, Perry has some good news. Let's hear the good news, Perry. Now I'm 16, but it's 2021. If your parents aren't politically correct, no one cares if you get permit. Really? I didn't know that. I'm glad you got it, Joshua Stark. I'm glad you got it because I was even ranting on my Facebook yesterday. All these anti-vaxxer people with their QAnon crazy conspiracies and all this. I asked the question because look, I have my people from India here and they were just, some of them commenting how thankful they are receiving like supplies and vaccines and all from the US. And I asked the question on my Facebook. I was like, what about like, because I mean, a lot of countries even don't get regular ton of vaccines, like struggle to get those, Africa, places like that. But I'm like, how do you think the people like where they can't get any of these vaccines, like desperately wishing they can get a COVID vaccine, or places like India desperately like, needing supplies for the COVID, needing the reagents for the vaccine because like the country right now is being ravaged by COVID. How do you think these people feel when they see these entitled anti-vax Americans who could easily get the vaccine? Like I know people call up today and be like, oh, I want the vaccine. They could probably go in there and get it right now. They have all these space. They're passing it up. They can easily get the vaccine right now. And they're just like, oh, no, I'm not going to get it because I read on Facebook this and that. Like how do you think the people in these countries who desperately need it, seeing people all around them die in their country being ravaged by them, like looks at these little entitled American anti-vax crazy conspiracy people like, what is wrong with y'all? I know I would be mad if I was over there, not be able to get like a vaccine in one of those countries, and then look at like something like this and seeing all these people like just pass up. I'm not gonna get it. Da, 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 da. And their excuses is BS. Oh, it's this. We're trials and it's this and it. Somebody told me it's gene mutation therapy. I was like, you don't know what gene mutation is. Like, don't be coming up here trying to give me science, thinking something with gene mutation. This ain't CRISPR. Like, this ain't gene therapy. This ain't that. And it's crazy conspiracies why they rather believe that and pass up the vaccine. It just makes me mad. Tejas is here. Oh, I started talking about before Tejas, because Tejas you got tested. How are you doing? Did it come? Tejas, I need to know. We need to know what happened. I was just talking about you waiting for Tia, but I already got on my rant. Maybe he didn't miss it too much because I was like, let me get on my rant. I was gonna wait for Tejas, but then I got worked up already. What is it? Oh, I know. What's Perry's good news? On May 8th, 2021 is the day I get my set. Yay, Perry! My daughter's birthday is May 12th. Celebrate both. What time is it in your area? It is like 9:30 in the morning here, 9:36. Everything now seems and is at stake in this pandemic era. God, please take it away. Our studies, coaching, and social life. I mean, what's going on now? I mean, in India, we've been through it here in the U.S. So that's why we can feel for you. We can feel for you all over there going through being ravaged by it. I mean, I said it before, we were having a open, they were setting up beds and all this stuff in like parking garages, like trying to get people that were sick and take care of them. Like I said, like it's being ravaged there, but our death toll is 600,000. And I know they say India is like, y'all just hit 200,000. So we're like 3 times more. So like we can feel what y'all are going through. We sympathize with that stuff. We do. And we still have people over here talking about it's a hoax. Yeah. I know how I get worked up. Good morning. Did he just tell me? I'm good. My report came back negative. Yay, Tejas. I'm so glad to hear it. Someone said Ritik Roshan came back COVID positive. Is this true? Is this true? I mean, I don't get the flu vaccine. I only got this one because this is a pandemic, considering my mom's health is pretty much down the drain. It's terrifying. I need to try and add an extra layer. I never get that flu vaccine either. I don't like it. That's one of the ones that has the mercury in it, but also like it's always a guess. They're like, we think it's gonna get the flu, and they maybe some strains, but it's almost impossible to get those flu vaccines yearly right. But my husband has to get it. He were at a hospital, they make them, Goku Day is May 4th. What is Goku Day? In India, in my area, it's night, 8 p.m. Well, that's not too late. Hi, Kinders Lions. Where are you from? Oh, they were asking him. Tejas, stay careful. We got a vaccination center set up at Barnes and Nobles in Texas. Yeah, like we had them everywhere. Oh, it's pouring raining outside here today. That'll be good for my plants. I planted a lot of stuff last weekend. No, they were set up all over around here. Joshua Stark getting vaccinated. I went to like the hospital, which I'm glad, because I mean there are things to like consider getting the COVID vaccine. Like people are having allergic reactions. That's a big thing. You probably know Joshua Stark. They give you like a little timer and you have to wait 15 minutes. So that's why I kind of was like, I wanted to be in a medical setting, because I mean there are, especially with the alert. That's what you hear most, like people having reactions is allergic reactions, and that can be scary. We know how allergic reactions, like you can look at the people with the peanuts, Oh, Annie Manor. Chris Pratt's new movie, The Tomorrow War trailer, just dropped. They are dropping all kinds of trailers. Did y'all see the Disney Luca trailer? That dropped today. The Disney Luca. I don't know if you saw it because I reacted to the trailer, but I also, attended the press junket, interviewed, the director and all that. Because after the first teaser dropped, everybody was saying, they were all on Twitter, they were like, oh, the character, they have a gay romance, they're LGBTQ plus and all that. They were like, everybody. So that when we had the press junket, that was definitely asked of the director. And I ain't going to give y'all away. Go watch my reaction. I pinned the link to it that gives the answer. I ain't going to tell y'all. Y'all have to go look. Oh, Vicky's here. I want you to pronounce this magical word, please. It better not be a bad word. Biden is going. It better not be a bad word, Vicky. What is that word? Y'all tell me what it means. I'm not falling for these tricks. I mean, the adult store had a COVID station next to the pregnancy test. Oh, the naughty store was giving the vaccines. Amanda, I am learning songs in Star Maker app. Oh, look. Ricktick's fine. Somebody came in here and said Ricktick they were messing with me, teachers. See how people like to mess with me? That's why I ain't repeating what Vicky said. I don't trust it. That's why I'm not. I mean, Pixar hasn't released anything excellent since Coco. Inside Out is what I would say if Soul didn't exist. Love that movie. Oh, you don't like Onward? I liked Onward. That was a good one. Toy Story? What are you talking about? Toy Story 4? Joshua Stark? Oh, he said, no, I'm kidding. I don't know what he said. Yeah, no. Here, hospital staffs are admitting and giving medicines of corona to deceased people like cancer people and heart patients by providing them a corona patient in its Hirachi hospitals. And giving medicines to deceased people. Vicky, is this some conspiracy stuff? That don't even make sense. They're giving medicines to the deceased people. What is your favorite food? Chocolate. I could eat chocolate. Well, if I had to probably pick one food, because this is Ask Me Anything. If I had to pick one food I can only eat ever, it probably wouldn't be chocolate, maybe pizza. And then chocolate second. You hated Onward. I mean, it wasn't the best, but I enjoyed it. I'm sorry, Toy Story was good, but no higher than a 6. Oh, it was higher than a 6 out of 10. I didn't even like Coco. I didn't. Like, that's how I am, Joshua. I was like, Coco. I didn't even like it that much. I didn't. Since it has been off late, do you now remember our Lotta Queen? Her voice and songs are giving us reason to live and fight, repeat. Oh, I just did. Oh, you know what happened? A phrase, do I say that right? I just did a lot of reaction, but they blocked it. I had to put it. Are you in my Facebook group? Wasn't that the one I did? And they blocked like recently one of my Lotta reactions, YouTube, which they love to do. That's why like so many, you probably don't even see. I'll upload it in my Facebook group, like right from there when they block them on YouTube. But yeah, that's, if you're in my Facebook group, I had done a new Lotta reaction. Facebook or YouTube gets me so mad with that blocking, but I have been into the shorts. The YouTube shorts is like TikTok, right? It has the little videos. Oh, I've been all about those. This week. I don't know. I got back into TikTok for some reason. Just I get in my moods and those. So I'll make a little TikTok over there and then put it up in the shorts and YouTube. They're fun. They're just fun. Where am I at? Vicky. Now Temples and Garudawaras. I know. Did I say that wrong? Have came front to help all the people as much as possible. Good. Yes, Lotta Moist is a gift from God. Like that's what I said. If the angels came down from the heavens and sang, that's what Lotta sounds like. Temple and I can't say that word, are giving oxygen cylinders and medicines and even good food and service to patients and even providing a clean place. I mean, that's what you would hope that they do, like here, like churches and stuff, right? See. Yes. Oh, wait. All right, here. Amanda, it's okay. If Rick has COVID, just, oh, I'm not going to get dirty, Joshua Stark. I almost did. Don't do that to me. India always stand with many country in their bad times, and now help from every part of the world is coming. It's very overwhelming. Burj Khalifa building displayed India flag on it. Oh, I mean, I'm glad the U.S. is finally, came around and helping too. I'm glad, but you know what? That's the thing, and that's why, like, what do people want to be like Biden, this and that? It's because he gets whatever he does. People want to like argue now. They're giving, and this will hear you see the same people turning down vaccines here will be the same ones complaining. Oh, look at Biden's just giving away all our vaccines to other countries. Like, the same people, and they're not even taking the vaccine, the anti-vaxxers, but they'll still complain. So that's why I'm like, just don't even care about all the chatter around Biden and just do what's right. Hi Mooch TV. Hope everyone's having a great day. Be great to do a Zoom chat with you one day. Your favorite TV show ever. Let's do it, Mooch TV. I love the Mooch TV. If y'all don't go follow him, go. We'll have to do it. What is my favorite TV? About your favorite TV show ever. I'm gonna have to think about that one. It's probably a reality show. I love my reality TV. And so the Circle, Mooch, I don't know if he's even still here. The Circle on Netflix now. I've been talking about it. I applied to be on it. They better pick me. I'm just saying, they better pick me. I've already done my dream being on a game show, winning on a game show, Price is Right. But my other one, it would be on like a reality show. And I feel like the Circle reality show is the one for me. Because there's not much like physical, competition you have to do, because I lose those. I lose those right away. The physical like I always want to be on Big Brother, but then they do these things when they're hanging from stuff and running. I was like, oh no, I can't do that. I can't run. So the Circle looks like the one I would do well in. Speaking of Facebook, I sent you a DM messenger like a month ago. I hardly check those. I'm bad at checking those. But I've responded to one, I remember. Maybe it was like a month later, Joshua Stark. Maybe it was a long time later. Where am I at? I missed it. Oh, wait. Can you react to, I didn't even bring my pen again to write stuff down. USA also agreed to supply raw material vaccine to India. Yeah. Smart, Amanda. I don't know why Vicky's calling me smart, but I'll take it. Auntie Man, your boyfriend Rick doesn't have her. I just checked on Google and no, actually. See, they were messing with me, Perry. See? They like to mess with me. I don't know what they were laughing from. Deceased people doesn't mean dead. That's what it means here. I mean, the people with other diseases diseased. Diseased people. Like it's D-I. I get you. Yeah, no, that was like close to deceased. Like D-E-C. I'm a terrible speller. C-E-A. S-E, deceased. Is that right? I'm not a speller. Hi, Project Shark. Vicky, I need so much energy to make you understand. Vicky, don't blame me. I'm just reading it like I see it. That was closer to deceased than disease, although they sound pretty similar, I guess. Amanda, weekly once put live. Okay, we are joining you live in this lockdown. I'll do that. That's what I do Wednesday. And y'all are still locked down though. When do you think they're gonna lift that? Are you saying I should come on more live? I struggling with these. Like I can't even stay that long. because I have a press junket thing to attend for another Disney short stuff. It's been a busy time too, especially here. Like movie theaters are open. A lot of movies are starting to release, So like the movie stuff has really been popping lately here. What did Perry say? It has been confirmed that Emilia Clarke has just joined the Marvel Cinematic Universe Marvel Secret Invasion TV series cast. Who's Emilia Clarke? I'm terrible with names. Y'all know that. I'll have to probably see the face to know who Emilia Clarke is. What were they in? I see Aman react to Tamino Habibi. Did I say that right? I just don't have a pen to like mark anything down. I forgot it again. Saudi Arabia, UAE, Singapore, Pakistan, China, USA, Japan, Australia, UK, and many other countries came forth to help India and also said that India was there for us in our critical times, and now it's our turn. That has to, even China. Are you surprised by that? I don't know. Because remember I know they had like that conflict with China, India on the border and stuff, and then I mean, even isn't like they banned a lot of the China, like the WhatsApp and I'm just saying that's good of them, right? Did I say that? Yeah, China, you had. Namaste, Andrew. Oh wait, Alina. Namaste, Alina. Hi, Mary 23. Biden and Harris are like the appendix. It will be a pain when it bursts, but till then it doesn't really help or hurt either way, so just ignore it. Joshua Stark and Vicky would probably get along because they have that same conspiracy theories that they only watch one news station and don't pay attention to the other ones that actually have more facts. I bet Joshua Stark's complaining about, look at the immigrant problem at the border, blah, blah, blah. But if he would go, like, people complain about this, I'm like, go look at graphs of immigrant surging to the border. Like, one of the highest was in, end of 2019, beginning of 2020, when Trump was in. This is no difference. I was looking at maps the other day or graphs of it, because I was just like, I like doing research and not just listening what news or Facebook says, And people now, they're like, look at Biden's letting them all in, blah, 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 like going crazy. And I'm like, this is no different than before. Yeah, the immigration, at the border surge definitely dropped in 2020 because nobody wanted to come to U.S. We were like the most infected with COVID in the entire world, So I guess, there, Trump did that. He infected the U.S. and only cost us 600,000 lives, but it sure took care of the immigration problem. See, y'all got me on politics again. This is your fault, Joshua Stark. This is your fault. Hi, Rishi. Uh-oh. I mess. It's always doing. Oh, wait. Your room seems dark today and scary. Yeah, it's like raining outside and dark outside. So it's like gloomy today. It's very gloomy. Not as bright. And I have all the lights on too. Wait, Amanda, I think it's a spelling mistake. Yeah, you got it. Yes. Thank you, Joshua. Triple mutant corona is confirmed in the state of New Delhi. And this is why vaccines are important, Joshua Stark. This is why, not just for, how, because your mom has medical problems and stuff, but as long as this continues to spread, and this is why it's important to help other countries around the world, because as longer this is spreading, the more this thing's going to mutate, and then we might get a strand that no vaccine works against, won't protect against, and we're back at square one. People aren't getting this. I'm not a speller. Everyone, Salem circle, every woman. I get it. You're saying because I'm a witch. Which I didn't know this witch thing was something new, but that's something else. That's something else. Like all this people in the witch. I saw a post the other day, and they had like something about witch, and I was like, what? I guess it's like witches are making a comeback. I hear. I'm thinking what I should ask you. Okay, Alina's gonna ask me. No physics, no science. That's the two things. I know Alina's going to get me with some science stuff. She always tries to. Please add my reaction request to your reaction list. I don't have a pen. I'll try to remember it. Somebody remind me. A year ago, Ritik said that my co-actors works like a kazoo. And kazoo is such a nasty and dirty, abusive word. Oh, I don't know. What does it mean? Never heard of that. Oh, which girl was she? That Alina on a Game of Thrones? The redhead? One of the Starks? She's not the little one with the that was fighting good, is she? Do you remember you reacted to Shrunk Shridevi with Snake Eyes? Yes! Oh, they have a part 2? I request a song part 2. Oh, that's one of my favorites too. She was like, do I do it good? Tell us something that tell us something that is unique to America's or you. Oh, that's, Joshua Stark's in America too. Maybe he can help me with this. I don't know, something unique to Americans or Alina always tries to stump me and she always gets it. Something that's unique to Americans or something that we do. That's a tough one. You're gonna look, she already stumped me. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think hard about this. Maybe too, it's hard because I'm like, we do this here, but I'm not 100% like if it's something unique to America, or something unique. I'm not sure. Maybe guns. That's what like everyone here now, like, oh, American and their guns, and all these shootings and everything. Like, I wonder what the percentage of Americans that have guns or owns guns is. I mean, I have them. Like, we have a whole gun safe and guns because a lot of families here too, like they pass them down like generations, like my dad, tons of guns, like, and he'll definitely like probably when he passes away, they pass them down to like the family and things like that. I bet it's pretty high though, the percentage of Americans that own a gun or have one in their house. I bet it's really high. Like even people I know, like trying to think of, well, there's like maybe one or two that I think don't, and I'm not even sure that maybe they do. She was in Game of Thrones in the last movie called Last Christmas. Which one was she in Game of Thrones? Now I came to the decision that you don't know English at all. You're not that wrong, Vicky. Vicky's not that wrong. Like even in school, English was my worst subject. It's true. I struggled in English. I had spelling words, pronouncing. You see me that's why people learn this language, learn Hindi, learn this. I'm like, I can't even do my own language right. Write a song, Kama and Disha. I am just pissed and puzzled that bureaucrats and autocrats in all the countries, India too, are ruining with the lives of common public. Come on, humanity stands above all. Come forward and help. I'm with you on that. I am with you on that. If Roz. How tall are you? I'm 5 foot. See, I don't know. You have to convert. 5 foot 8 inches. I don't know how many. I know y'all do it by meters. So what is that in the meters? Oh wait, this one didn't show that. I listened to a few for nonpartisan because both the Democrats and Republicans are equally. Oh yeah, well, Joshua Stark, I'm a registered independent. I'm not even like the people always just because of my views, like on the like, oh yeah, left wing, this and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I'm registered independent. Just so happens that right now, I mean, still some issues I lean towards the right on and on, but just so happens right now, like most of the politicians making sense are on the left side because the right side has totally gone bonkers. Totally gone. I mean, some haven't. There's even some now coming out against the craziness on that, but that party is just in shambles. Conflicts are still on. Even now, China is taking advantage of this situation on border. Really? So that's like maybe they just did that because of pressure, or probably too because with the virus, this is not just a one country thing. I mean, if helping other countries helps your own in this situation, right? I mean, getting a COVID under control, the whole world helps your own country. So maybe that's why they're doing it. No physics. I got you 2 trains. Oh, I hate physics. Alina knows that. What time is it, Priyank? Oh, do I still? Oh, I know I turned it on. I was late on that this morning. America is unique because despite most of the country claiming Christ is its God, we kind of acting like the children of Satan. I mean, that's true. Especially the churches, especially the churches have like gone way off from like the teachings of that. Even look at the Catholic Church, like the Catholic Church in America and their beliefs is totally way off than you would even like what the Pope is teaching over there, or preaching about and everything. I mean, and then they'll be the first one to claim, I'm a Christian, I'm this and that. And then you'll be like, oh, we should help these people. Oh no, they're lazy. I'm like, that's the teachings of Jesus and God, right? Like to help people and help the poor. Oh, the poor is just lazy. Da, da, da. So that's true, Joshua Stark. Lost my place. Whenever I get quiet like that, I'm getting far behind on the comments. See, right? Yeah, China's taking advantage of the situation to take out our India borderline. I mean, China did the same here, taking advantage. The virus originated there. Everybody else is struggling in the world. And their policies did get it under control. Remember the beginning of the virus? Like we were looking at China like they were crazy. We're like, they was locking people up in their houses. And if you got the virus, like they was dragging them out and put them in quarantine areas and not letting them leave. And we were like, China gone crazy. Look what they doing to the people. And now I'm like, maybe that wasn't a bad idea, China. I'm like, maybe a little communism here and there ain't gonna hurt everybody. Because it kind of worked. Although people are like, I don't believe the numbers coming out of China and this and that. And I'm like, I do. I think they made sure their government, the way they have control over people, made sure to quarantine and lock people down. And if they were caught with a face mask, they might have shot them. Who knows, Like I believe that they really, those numbers coming out there, and they've dealt with other viruses like the SARS and everything. So they know they were first one. They've been wearing a mask for like 10 years everywhere they go since the SARS. They the first ones. They have all the masks over there, since the beginning of this. They wasn't looking for masks like we were over here and everything. So I believe the numbers that come out of there. Some people don't, but it's true. Like they definitely have rose above, I think, in power and things since COVID and within all the countries, just because they're ones not suffering the most from it. Big fan. Oh, thank you, Radhi. Mahal Kala is one of the incarnation goddesses. Yes, she became to kill the demon army. Also drunk their blood because of the blood drops on land. A new demon will appear. You saw T just this morning. I did the reaction. She's my new favorite person ever. I was just like, because she's like a goddess, right? She's a beautiful goddess. But then you make her mad. And she was like, and she turned, and she don't play around like that. That could be. That's like my, when you relate to someone like that. I don't know, like relate to one. It's probably that because I can be like sweet and the goddess but then make me mad. I'm like, that's like me. Then maybe that's why I relate to her so much. Somebody messes with, especially my family or anything, I'd be dropping the bloods everywhere. I always tell them, I'm like, who's messing with your kids? I'll hit them with my car. I won't really, but they kind of believe it. So they're like, Mom, don't hit them with your kids. I'm like, I'm not really going to hit them unless they really make me mad. No, I wouldn't. They're using bioweapons, Tejas. Mahabharat movie is coming and Ritik has got a role, but I'm not. I am unhappy with his role because that doesn't suit Ritik completely. The perfect role taken by a dumb person named Amir Khan. It's a new movie coming out. I need to look this up, especially when it's my boyfriend. But his is the role like he's like silly, funny. You said like a dumb person. Is it a dumb role? Now I need to know. Alina said you have guns. That Lena, you asked something unique. I bet you like in America, like every person here, and I mean not kids or whatever, in their household, probably more than 80% of people, maybe even more than 90, who knows, has a gun in their house. You said something unique to U.S. Joshua Stark, do you? I don't even know. I bet Joshua Stark might. Remember when they had to ban pocket knives in Ireland because kids were stabbing each other in school? Guns don't kill people. Bad parenting and low requirements for purchase kill people. Guns do kill people. Joshua Stark. I mean, you can't die of a bullet wound without having guns. And I think the problem with guns is it can kill a big amount of people faster than a knife. You know? But I am for. This is why I am for like okay with guns. Stricter laws. 100% mass shoot. Like that's just ridiculous. But the reason, like it is in our Constitution and everything with guns, is you can't always trust the government. You know, that's the reason they have it in there. Because if the government wants to turn on the people, they want to be protected. That's why our Constitution has it. And after January 6th and the government trying to, you know, like the people trying to overturn the government and all that kind of stuff, or just the corruption in the government. Like you can just tell, like the government it can be corrupt, you know. And if one day they want to turn on the people, lock them up in their houses, that's why the government. We probably have a little bit of the freedoms that we do have now, and they haven't lost them. Is because the government knows everybody in the U.S. has guns. You know, that's probably one of the reasons that people are like, all right, you got your freedom, all right. Do I shoot them? I mean, I'm shotguns. I went hunting with my dad. That's where I have like most of the guns I got from my dad had given us because I don't like to kill things. I would just like shoot at targets and stuff. I don't like to even see like stuff get killed but he taught me when I was little. It's locked up in a safe. Like I'm not that kind of gun owner. I'm not the kind that you'll say, oh, an accident, the kids got the gun. It's in a safe combination. My kids don't know it, you know. So there's responsible gun owners, but yeah, guns. That's probably you asked unique. I bet you that's like probably the biggest. And I'm trying to think like from all the people I know, like friends with. There's more than half. Definitely more than half of them probably own guns. Joshua, that's because few are spirit-filled believers. Oh, Lion of Judah, you tell them. Vicky, here in villages, most of the houses have guns, 50% with metallic license that is bullet. And I see, I don't get a lot of Vicky's jokes because, and I read that right, Vicky. Did you watch last season of Vikings? I did not. Hi, Arthav. Hi, everyone. It's fine. Hope everyone is fine. This month brought another sad news for me and my family. We got doleful news of death of my father's eldest brother's wife on the 25th. Still in Arthav. Oh, sending my love to your family, Arthav. It's terrible. It is. It's just terrible. And was it from, like, that's what you think now, right? When you see anybody, death, oh, somebody died, you think it's COVID. That's like the first thing you do think of because It's on everybody's mind, and so many. And for like me, like most of the people I know that died this past year was from COVID. Kali Power got uncontrollable that she could have destroyed the world, but Lord Shiva, her husband, lied down on her way, and when my husband stepped on Lord Shiva, her anger vanished and became normal. Yes, someone else commented me. Like I was reading all the comments on my video on there. And that's what made me even more interested. I'm like, what? What? Like people were like telling me the story. Do they have a movie about any of this teaches? Because I know they made a lot of movies, and I love me my movies and everything. I would totally watch a movie just about her. I would. Do they have one just like the story of her? They should. And Hrithik Roshan can play. I don't know, maybe a Vicky, not her, but maybe would he be like a good Lord Shiva? I don't know. Have you ever had a smoked meat sandwich or poutine? I've had both. What, smoked meat like barbecue or just like, well, I have friends in my family. We have smokers, so we have smoked our own meat. I don't have one, but like some of our good friends do. My brother-in-law has smokers, so definitely that. And I don't say that right? Poontine. I know. Are you Canadian, David May? Because that's a big Canadian dish, right? And basically, it's like fries with gravy and cheese. All right, it's delicious. Probably terrible for you because I went to this one when I went to Vancouver. We went to this one poutine shop and they had all kind of different stuff you can get on it. Like I thought like the regular poutine was like the fries with gravy and like cheese curds. Maybe is it with cheese? Is that the original? But they had some you can get mac and cheese on it and like all these crazy toppings. It was delicious though. It's probably terrible for you. And I'm on my diet. I've lost probably or over half that because this COVID pandemic lockdown has not been good for me, especially in the activity department. And I gained the weight, but I've lost already over half, and that's why I've been hard on it. Not so much exercise. I don't like exercising, but yeah, because I'm like the world's opening back up this summer. I have more trips planned. We're gonna get out there and even when now the CDC came out with like people, vaccinated people where you can not wear a mask outdoors and all this stuff and travel and now even Europe has said they're opening they're opening their borders again for the US travel. So that's what I'm saying. Like it's good news. Still some place in my India, suffering, but hopefully the world coming together and just helping all these like Tidra was saying, with bringing them supplies and everything, and just coming and helping get other countries under control to get rid of this thing because this is not just a one country thing. This has affected the entire world, and that's when we all have to just join together and just help each other out. If anything, to fight against the common enemy virus. He just said, no Hindu woman can touch her husband with legs. Oh, really? How is that possible? Like ever, like even brush up again? Oh, am I far behind? Oh my goodness, I'm far behind. All right, I got to catch up fast because I got to leave in like 15 minutes. I got a press junket thing I got to go to, so let me catch up fast. Amir Clark is, Daenerys, yeah. I love her. When everything returns to normal, get vaccinated. Do you plan to visit India? I would love to be the best. Yes, I want to come to India. I'm definitely going to make a trip there one day. One day, hopefully within like the next few years. I mean, not this year, not next. I'm going to Alaska next year. Because that trip was canceled, but maybe the year after that. I'm definitely coming to visit there 100%. Especially when it still worries me. I wouldn't even go to, they saying this summer Europe's open for travel. And I'm still like, scared to travel, especially being on a plane that long, stuck in there and with COVID around, I'm still scared like for traveling long distances and stuff. But I support what I feel is right and care more about the facts and justice than your feelings or pretty words. Black Lives Matter, trans rights are human rights, unborn lives matter, and censorship's wrong. Okay, that's Joshua start making his stance. Man, there's no corona type of thing anywhere but just a hoax. Vicky, this is don't be doing this QAnon stuff. But because of hospitals are making so much profit and disrespecting lives of people, it's money making golden time. Vicky, this is the same QAnon conspiracies they was blurting out here. And until you start, look, our thought, like still you start seeing people that you know and love and dying around you, you or getting it yourself. Like there have been people here. Where was it? The one guy, oh, I can't think of his name, singer. And he was like, COVID's a hoax until he got it. And then he was like, oh, I said, sorry. I'm like, yeah. Amen. But this also a time where helping folks is enabling. No, it just Jesus never said in the Bible, help the poor. Help the poor. Oh wait, unless it makes them late. No, poor is poor. You help them. Like there was no stipulations on who to help and when. When you cook food, because most Americans don't cook or they don't know how to, but in India we all cook every day, eat homemade. Oh, I cook every day. There's rarely a time like we eat out, especially like anymore, whatever. I mean, some do. Some like people are really busy or eat out a lot, but it's costly too. I'm like, especially I don't like to spend money when it costs a lot to eat, order food or eat out. And then what I make is like better eating at home. We probably get food, like order food, maybe one meal a week, usually on the weekend. That's what we usually do. The other days we're cooking. There's definitely some people that eat out a lot, but I wouldn't say like that's unique to America, because that's not. I wouldn't even say half the people eat out more than they cook at home. Hi, story time. Really, Amanda? Tell that to my son's father-in-law who was in ICU. I don't know what he's saying. So, ICU. I'm reading comments, David. Listen, I don't believe it's a hoax. Is that what you're talking about? Amanda, we all say communist socialism works in other countries. Say that to China, North Korea citizens. Oh, I don't think it works. I'm just saying it worked in that situation. I spent thousands helping folks with food and clothes just so they can continue partying and making. Well, that's not people in need then. If they party and stuff, that's like opportunists. I'm trying to catch Amanda. Took 2 days to digest Hinduism video. She didn't do reactions for 2 days after that. I never do though. That's the weekend, right? I hardly ever do reactions on the weekend. There are thousands of cases where a person told he has corona, but he refused to go to the hospital and made himself well at home. And whoever went to the hospital are dead, even the strongest, healthy people. I mean, most people here that got COVID didn't go to the hospital either. They had to recover at home. Usually the only ones that go to the hospital are the most sick. So of course, if they're the most sick, they go to the hospital. And since they're the most sick, they probably have a higher chance of dying. Vicky, this is common sense. Joshua, closest thing of what communism was seeking to do is in the book. Free fire, feet, Hrithik Roshan, DNA, mind, dance. But communism is from Satan, Joshua. Book of Acts, specifically what? Like, prosecution of Christians. Oh, they're getting into it. I like seeing this Joshua Stark and the Lamb of God. Joshua Stark, I know he knows his Bible stuff. There are thousands of cases that hospital not trapped. So many people were successfully made out of it. No regret. So they have in their discussion there. Amanda, will you please react to geography now, India? I had a request because my posts are not being approved. Really? Oh, the group. None of them. What is going on, Shabam, over there? I didn't bring my pen. I'm gonna bring it next time, Shabam. Right, they're going with we should be more restrictive, and there shouldn't be military grade weapons for civilians. Every man should have the avenue to defend themselves. Marabat is a great and real fight fought 5,000 years ago to establish truth and dharma. Dharma means the true duty of human without any confusion. Lord Krishna help the good side. Lina Judah, I know I'm talking as in I thought that was the book of Paul's wife. Oh, they're talking about. Start eating almonds. It will help increase memory, and then you remember to react to massage. Siobhan, that's good advice. That's good advice. Look, I'm trying to get through comments, but I'm telling you, Joshua Stark and this Lamb of Judah, or Lion of the Judah, they got me all. You ever been to a Christian? They got me all into this Christian conversation. Goddess Providence is the mother of all things, being on human earth, animal, birds, insect, all. She is the reason and power of every breath and living being. It's time for my dinner. Good. Well, thanks for stopping by. See ready. Enjoy. Vicky the boy said she received no response from me. Right, Shabab? Right, Vicky? I took a note that I won't make you understand my jokes. Okay, Vicky. Still, even Vicky messes with me, and we have our very different opinions. Me and Vicky's on the opposite poles of the. I still enjoy talking to Vicky. I enjoy us messing. I enjoy Vicky messing with me even when he messes talking about I don't know English and all that. It's fun. You know what makes it fun? What is it? You don't know Hindi language, so what you understand from Bollywood songs or what you like about them. So that's one thing. I was even talking to this girl. She's lives in the U.S. but are originally born in Indian stuff, and she was saying how she has an advantage because she can understand the language and the songs and stuff. And for me, you can still I did that one chant today, and I got goosebumps, especially when Lada sings the voice. I don't even have to know what they're singing. I can feel it. You just get goosebumps. It just music is like a universal language. I feel like, don't you all that's why I say that's why I think you can enjoy music from all different places of the world because it's like a universal language. But but the videos in particular, it's kind of fun for me because not knowing what they're saying because it's I'm observing it and can study it and try to figure it out. It's like a puzzle sometimes almost to me. I did that. What was it? It was this week I did one. The Punjabis. It was a Punjabi or something. And I was just sitting there trying to figure out what was going on. It was fun. For a lot of songs like that. But also especially the older Bollywood stuff. There's so much to enjoy about it. Just not even knowing the words. The costumes, the dances, just the scenery, so much. And I can even say that about American words because this is true story. How many songs do I sing? And I will not know, I'll sing the words, but not comprehend what they're saying. A lot. My husband's probably because he's a musician. He'll listen to a song and goes deep into it. He's like, oh, it means this. And oh, they're saying this. And I was like, oh, I didn't even realize that's what I was singing. Because you just get into the music and singing and you don't comprehend actually what they're saying. I do it all the time. So it's kind of no different. It's I've heard people say some songs I'll be singing. They're like, oh, that's an offensive song. It's this and that. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even realize that. I was just singing it because I like the beat and all that. Well, that was a long answer for Alina. Should I post all requests here on Wednesday? None of my posts. And listen, next Wednesday I'm going to bring a pen. I forgot it again. I was running late. Y'all saw I came on late. Poontang. I know I don't say that. It's not poontang, poontine, poonteen. That's how you say it, right? I see what you had about Jason Momoa and Ritik. I'm going to scroll past that, Joshua Stark. Oh, I'm still far behind on comments. Oh, my goodness. I'm catching up. I'm from Vancouver. Oh, here. Where are you from? St. Louis, Missouri here. Midwest. Ritik loves, he eats them on Sundays. Samosa is a street food. Oh, I've had them. That's something I know about, Vicky. And I made them before. Probably don't taste the same. But now I know I can make him when we meet and I come to India. And when I come to India, we're going to go to Ritik's house. Yeah, who's coming with me? I'll be like, meet at Ritik's house. That's where we'll meet up. I'll be like, everybody meet up at Ritik's house. And you told me about that, the street food like vada pav. You told me about that, but much more famous than vada pav because whole India eats it. but I love vada pav. I mean, that's what I said. In Indian restaurants here, you go to restaurants and they all have. Now, do I say samosas? Samo, samosas. If I don't say that word right, don't take the vaccine. Yes, take the vaccine. There's a state in India called Uttar Pradesh where its chief minister has ordered that anyone complaining of oxygen shortage, medicine shortage will be arrested and property seized. That's horrible. Oh, no, don't spread that in here. What's wrong with don't say abortion cells and that both have been proven, especially in the Pfizer and the Moderna. There's nothing to do with those are. Don't say that's. I'm not. You'll get me ranting again. You'll get me ranting. Joshua Stark will take care of him. Mahara is the real mythical story. 5,000 years, Lord Krishna, the eighth incarnation of Lord Vishnu, gave the knowledge of God to us, which is the holy Hindu book of Bhagavad Gita. Do you remember when you said in 2018, you said, I want to come visit India maybe in 2020? Did I say that? Oh, look what happened. Maybe I shouldn't give a year because look what 2020 turned into. Is it my fault? Maybe I shouldn't give a year when I'm going to come. Government is trying to shut our voices down for complaining about shortage in bed oxygen. Today, also, thousands gathered for election rallies in one state. It's dictatorship and heartbreaking. I mean, they made crazy laws here recently, too, about the protesting. Yeah, protesting like got bad and violent. It was definitely like, I'm not for burning down buildings and that kind of stuff. I'm never for that. You know me, I'm not for like violence. But I am for like being able to speak your voice and have your voice heard. But some states they pass crazy laws with the protests and stuff, making it illegal. And if this is the one that got me the most, because it was a thing. Like, I mean, look, I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. This is where we talked about this. This is where Black Lives Matter thing started. St. Louis, Missouri, Ferguson, Mike Brown, like that's when it began, and I've been through the protests. Like I've seen the protest in the city and all the things that happened with it burning down. I live so close to when Ferguson happened. I mean, I walk outside and see the smoke from burning buildings. That's how close I was when that happened. And it was heartbreaking to see your town, in flames. It was like, and even though you're for, maybe understand what the protesters are protesting or can back them on issues, it's still, you never want to see like it turn into something like that and against anything that burns down. And not even the burning down hurt their own community. It's not like it hurt the politicians or the police didn't, because they went home to their, outside the city and different, so it's not like it hurt them. It hurt the own community, these buildings being burned down, because most of them were like, small businesses. But so I'm just saying, so I'm with both sides with the protest stuff, but they passed laws in some place like Florida. They made a law for some of these because they were doing a lot of protests like in the streets, and blocking traffic and that kind of thing. They made it okay in Florida that if a car ran through and killed protesters, that they won't, they have immunity against it. Like crazy laws like that. I'm like, that's terrible. That's terrible. So I'm Shabham. It's scary. That's why you need guns. I say that because the government, you need some way to protect yourself from just the dictatorship of your government wants to turn into this dictator. That's why. That's the number one reason I'm for guns. Now I'm for safety. Like I said, Joshua, you don't need automatic weapons to mass murder, kill huge crowds and that kind of stuff. Or like there's definitely needs to be regulations, but they're still. Wait, here's Joshua. I have seen the elites pushing. They have. How did that turn out for you? Look, I'm so far behind on comments, Joshua Stark. I don't know what you're talking about. You got to give me reference. I'm catching up on comments. What turned out for me? Also called the Book of Life. It is solutions for every life problem. I watched that in that Hinduism video, right? Part. I'm so looking forward to getting my I know it's like after I got my second was immune, Perry. I was like, I feel like I got a superpower, Especially I go out and I'm like, I'm vaccinated. I do. Lucifer Lee. Oh, he's talking to them with Luke. God. See, I know Joshua Stark can take care. He knows his Bible stuff. He can take care of this right here for me. I know it's in the good hands right there. Vicky, come to India and it will be a biggest live. It will be a biggest live of you because we will be with you in front of you trip. And we're meeting at Ritik's house. He can't deny seeing me if everybody shows up there, right? That would be fun. We all might be arrested. Lord Vishnu 2 times was born as a human on earth. His 7th incarnation of Lord Ram, whose dynasty still exists, in his 8th incarnation, Lord Krishna, who gave the gods knowledge in the book. Okay, all politics aside, season 1 Agent Carter was dope. Some of the best content in the MCU. I haven't seen it. Season 1 of Agent Carter. But I never got into like the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I know, I never got into that. Like I liked, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but I'm not even like Captain America and that whole story. I never really, there's some things I'm just like, eh. And with the agents and all that stuff, it was like, eh. The Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., eh. Captain America, eh. Some stuff I was like, it's all right. But I never really got into those characters either. Just a guy. Mr. Carius is here, just a guy. Joshua, please check out Christ. Oh, well, let's see what Joshua says to this. Mark of the Beast. I bet normal, healthy person will test himself. He will surely have corona. Many people tested corona positive. Then they went to their family doctor and tested negative. It's a big cheat and go on. Vicky, corona's real. Vicky, it's really killing a lot of people too. This isn't some big scam the entire world's in on, and it's real. Like, and it's so new. Like, even here, tests aren't like, especially when they're mass producing and having to get these tests out, they're not going to be perfect. They're going to get positives. They're going to get negatives. But the world is not in on some big conspiracy, Vicky. This is not a big conspiracy happening in the world. It's real. I've known people who died from it. I've known people who got it and really sick. Right at the beginning last year, March, my uncle was in the ICU for over a week with it. Like, it's real. If anyone wants New World Order, it's the Catholic Church, not. Hey, I'm Catholic. What? I love me some Pope Francis. Why? Don't be messing with definitely some I'm totally gotten away from, especially Catholic Church in America, because they're not even with anyway. We won't get into those rants, but I love me some Pope Francis. Let me tell you a common sense thing. Do you know that you have 2 eyes? Is Amelia messing with me? Because I can't answer her other questions. You had some hard ones. Unique. I think I answered that right. Like, it shocked you with the unique and the guns. Joshua, different heads in the same bees. Ruben, I'm recovering from COVID after taking tests. Under doctor's advice, taking medicine, home quarantine, so late here. Ruben, take care. I've had the scariest thing with the COVID is, like they said, these long haulers. I talked to my cousin like a month ago. It was a few weeks. And she had COVID back in, I want to say it was when it was really bad here. Like when we had the biggest spikes. September maybe? Or maybe it was October, November. It was around that time, like in the fall. And actually, she got really sick. But it wasn't like, she was like, oh yeah, I got, sick and I felt terrible. And a lot of her stuff was like stomach and and she smokes too, like cigarettes. I mean, that's probably one of the worst things you can do, with this virus was, I don't think she smoked having it, but like it's going to affect them even more, right? And she got like, she was like, oh, I got over it. She talked about how bad, wouldn't want to wish it on like, anybody. But I talked to her like a month ago, and she has been in such a depression because of all these long haul symptoms they're talking about, right? Like, even though you got over it, you carry these long, and it just reminded me today because I read another girl who got it that was talking about she's in this depression that she wished she didn't even live from. So she had a Facebook post just because like she said she wakes up in the middle of the night and she throws up, and she had it months and months ago. So that's like, for me, even my uncle who's in the ICU for over a week back like last year still has like the long haul, can't breathe, like sometimes it's like just can't breathe or catches breath. That's like one of the things too, like it makes you most scared about, like, yeah, I'm probably like, if I got COVID, there's a big like, what do you want to say, 99% point whatever percent survival, blah blah blah. Like, I don't think I would, chances are I would not die from COVID if I got it. I mean, I have good health care. We have a good hospitals and things, but I don't want to deal with these like side effects in the long haul. Look at the guy on the Texas Roadhouse. Texas Roadhouse, like this big um, food restaurants chain. It's like all around the US, and the owner, CEO, the guy who started it got COVID, committed to suicide because he got that ringing in the ear thing from it. Like it's scary just getting it, but the side, like the things that stay with you after getting it, it's crazy. I don't know how I got on this. I don't remember I think Pope Francis said, no, don't be talking about my boy. Man, looking back on 2019, I realized how far I've come. I've gone from spamming all caps about Captain Marvel starting. Yeah, I know about Joshua Stark, and I'm proud of you for this. Me and Joshua Stark would get into it. I'm like, Joshua Stark, no, don't just believe what you hear there and this. Like, do your own research, make your own opinions. And I see how far you've come, Joshua Stark. I mean, there's still things, and that's that we might not agree on, and all this kind of stuff, but I'm definitely proud of you. Look at him. I'm definitely proud of you. That just shows, people when they start to actually think for themselves and question things. I mean, it's good. Now, even with the conspiracy craziness that's going on, it's good to question things. I always say that. But don't go like, I think you can question things, but also stay with some common sense. Now you can stay here with, like me and Vicky having this. The world, like, it just common sense. The world isn't on this big conspiracy that COVID is this hoax and it's making money. No. Where's your coffee? Right here. Just a guy. Question for anyone. I know what WandaVision was centered around, but what is Falcon and Winter Soldier centered around? Identity, struggle. I think it definitely centered around, kind of a PTD, post-traumatic stress. I mean, because it's kind of like this was after the blip and all them dealing with like this stuff, their feelings and this post-traumatic stress of that, So I think it's definitely centered around that, and also has other themes. I mean, they had like the theme of kind of racism in it and things like that, but probably the biggest one is like dealing with their emotions after the blip, the PT. Why can't I get those letters right? Post-traumatic stress, at PTSD. Lost my place. Lost my place. Far behind on comments. Oh, here I am. Falcon Winter Soldier is about forgiveness, inherent will. Yeah. This music I loved MJ's song so much, like it does a magic on me. I never understood even the words he says. It is. It's a universal language music. The Beast seeks. Oh, they're still talking about the Beast in this. Recently memorized a passage from the Bible from a movie called Pulp Fiction. That's so fun. What passage was that? Yeah, I can confirm to you that all three country movies are based on a true story. That's what makes it even scarier, Perry. There's so many fabulous jokes on here on MJ. Like MJ sings songs eating chilies, so spicy it may sound like shish. Sha! I can't even do the noise. And no, I don't understand this one. That's like his thing, right? Sha! Like, I don't know. I thought that's his thing, MJ. First half makes me think of Queen Mab and Starlight. Bye, T. I know Teacher's already gone. Bye, Teachers. He comes back and sees that. The path of righteous ones, Arby, send all sides selfishness and inequalities, evil men, blessed is who. And charity. I saw watching to the Voice USA. Oh, like the competition, The Voice. For he's truly his brother's keeper. Oh, they're talking. Oh, that's from Pulp Fiction. He is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. The biggest real incidents of Mahab, I can't say that, and Ramayana are not mythologies because mythology means a fake story. That means myth, but these are real. Yeah, it's true, myth. I mean, just saying. I get your point there. Look, I'm agreeing with Vicky for once. Make me think of Starlight and Queen Mary. Joshua, you were, Joshua. That's what you're known as, my 1,000th sub. And you waited to exactly. Oh, but you was my 1,000. We've known me and Joshua Stark have known each other a long, long time. And I'm glad to see you back. Like, you've been gone for a while, like off of YouTube. Maybe it's just from mine. Maybe you've been around. I know you went from like the Discords and all, like you got into all that stuff. But I'm glad to see you here, Joshua. And like I said, I'm proud of the growth you've made. I don't know if that'd be right if I ask you about the girl. I don't remember the name. Oh, wait. I don't know if that would be right if I ask you about that girl. I don't remember the name. Which keeps on sending you the song requests in your group a lot. She, I guess, is moderator of your Facebook. Yeah, she like moderate. Does she delete them? I need to ask about this. I don't know why I asked you so. The second half of that makes me think of Homelander. Right? That, what's his name? The fake, what is it? Why can't I think of his name? John Walker? Or yeah, definitely reminds me of Homelander. Second dose, I was blind for a week. Agency, but season 1. I'm gonna have to check that out then, Joshua, Agent Carter. The second half makes me think, oh yeah, Homelander, Baton Rouge, Stormfront, A-Train. Yeah, it does, like the boys. And I will strike down the great vengeance of the furious anger of those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers, and you will know the name of the Lord when I look. You speaking Lion of Judah's language right there, Justin guy, Mr. Carrier. You didn't just say, I've talked about this. Captain America is not my favorite at all. I never really got into him. I was just like, COVID is a hoax. The girl I had a crush on who low-key kind of died. Disclaimer, Catholic people are among the kindness. I'm talking the system, not people. I agree with you, Joshua Stark. I agree. Let me tell you another common sense thing. You look. Wait, let me tell you. Oh, it cuts it out. War Eagle. What state are you in? War Eagle, are you an Auburn fan? Are you an Auburn fan, War Eagle? Amen. There's many. Oh, wait, he's talking. I remember when you used to do these Friday night and I couldn't join because it was a holy day. Friday night was a holy day for you. I'm trying to catch up on these comments. I'm trying to catch up. Amanda, do you know that Corona is scared of India? Corona is scared of Indian elections and politicians. That's why huge crowded elections took place with no instructions or guidance in the state here. I mean, look, I agree with you on these biases, Vicky. Like, they were okay to gather from some stuff and then not others. And like, it's a mess when it comes to that. Like, we should just have like guidelines all across the board, same kind of thing. So it gets ridiculous with that, Vicky. I agree. I'm trying to I gotta go soon too. Let me see. Amen. No vaccine. Shh, don't listen. Amanda. It said that the person who read Gita, the Hindu scripture, and understood the meaning of it, then he or she will never get depressed by or any condition. We should spread that one around. People don't need depression. Life's short. We gotta live every moment. YOLO and all that. Amanda, I've realized my place in life as the problematic house husband. Excuse me while I make my wife a sandwich. That's kind of what my husband does. He takes care of me. When you love somebody, you want to take care of them. What about taking a leap of faith, believing without any evidence behind it, shrugging out the burden of proof with the promise of hope? Then again, the scary thing about leap of faith is risk putting your faith and trust in the wrong hands. True. Am I almost caught up? I'm getting there. Just a guy. Oh, they're talking like that. After all, the world is full of lies and deceit, and there are those who pray for you and prey on you. But although Auntie Amanda, there's a bright side to these Conjuring movies. Conjuring 3 is going to be the last movie, the series. I'm glad. I'm glad. I don't like these scary movies. Y'all know that. I've been reading One Piece chapters, kind of takes your time. No matter how careful you are, sometimes you just can't tell the difference. Y'all have got some religious conversations today. Also, faith healing scan. Children die easily curable diseases because a man on stage said to throw your medicine away. Preach, brother Joshua, preach. It's all in your mind. If you stay positive, exercise, build up strong immune system, you can get over any disease. But most people get depressed hearing they got COVID. I had no symptoms but mild COVID. Thank God I got detected early. I mean, it definitely is a mind over matter. But, being in the field, I worked in psychology and where we studied down to the cellular level of like brain disorders and stuff. There's definitely with depression a biological change in the brain with people that suffer from depression. So it's definitely like a chemical type thing. But I mean, a lot of times you can, like, sometimes I'm in if I'm like down, I'm like, all right, today I'm depressed. I'll do this. I'll take a day. I'm like, today's my day. Tomorrow I wake up. I can't get it out of my head. No depression, but I'll take today. Obviously my body needs it. I need to be depressed. Like I do that with, resting. I'm like, today I'm just going to stay in bed all day. My body needs it. I'm tired. And the next day I wake up energized again. Oh, that's sweet. He does that for you. I realize I'm going to be single for a while because Gina Carano set my standards. I am caught up. And that's why I need to go. I have to go at a thing at 11 o'clock. That's why I'm like, I got to get through these comments, but I don't want to leave. This was like fun, a really fun conversation. Even all the talk with the Jesus and all that. I'll be back next week, and I hope you come, Joshua. I missed you. What did it say? Amanda prefers to watch Marvel, DC, and some other movie stuff like Disney Plus. Yeah, I do. And Bollywood, in case of horror movies or shows, give it a disclaimer. I don't like scary stuff. For being scary, they say based on true story. I love you too, Joshua Stark. Ever since I rewatched My Name, that's a good one. Learn the thing about making a difference. I make no promises. You better just come and check in once in a while. It's been too long. All right, guys, I really have to go. I am so late. But it's hard to go. I love you guys. And I'll talk to you next week, same time. Be safe. Take care of each other. Take care of others. Don't live like, I was trying to do something for the Lamb of the Judah. I was a Lion of the Judah. I don't know any good Bible verses though. All right, y'all. It's the homework to start. Go do your homework. Now I'm like talking to my own son. Go do your homework. And until next time, y'all, take care. Be good to each other. I'll miss you guys. It's hard to go. Bye.